Hi there, and welcome back to day two of my Mahler Festival. And I just wanted to play some excerpts today from Mahler's Second Symphony. So, day 49 of 100 days of practicing, I believe. And so today I'm just going to play a couple of excerpts from Mahler's Second Symphony. And basically, the Resurrection Symphony, as it's also known, very well known as, is basically a heart-shattering work of genius. Is basically what it is. And so the Resurrection Symphony is basically great. It's a fantastic piece to play. I've played it quite a few times, and as I mentioned, I performed it last year with the Mississauga Symphony. And as I was telling you before, Willem Mengelberg was also very famous with the Concertgebouw of his choral conducting. And this is the first work from Mahler that includes soloists and choir. And so it is a spectacular fireworks of a piece to play, and it's a spectacular performance to witness live as well. And, Gustav Mahler, he was kind of a strange, oddball type of guy, and he had huge ambitions, and he had the knack for bluster and religious confusion. And then he wrote his Second Symphony, and it was clear that its popularity was going to last well beyond his lifetime. And, the beginning is very moody. So, in fact, it's grumpy. So there's grumpy lower strings that start right at the beginning. They're dominant. And it's weirdly captivating how Mahler changes the mood almost every single page. So right at the beginning, you have the grumpy strings. Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum. Ba bum. So that's like the openings. It's like grumpy strings, which is incredible. And so I play from the third movement, an excerpt, and then I play at the end of the symphony. And basically, at the end, you have the introduction of the soloist, and then you have the choir as well. And it's just simply amazing to listen to live. And the Mahler Festival, they're presenting the Second Symphony of Mahler today with the Concertgebouw Orchestra. And the final movement, and it's about 90 minutes long. It's the finale to end all finales. There's some singing, in which in itself isn't the most adventurous thing to include in a symphony, but then you look at the words. They're also singing in the fourth movement, but that kicks off with a little day brightener. Oh, little rose, red rose, man lies in his greatest need. Man lies in his greatest pain. So for the fifth movement, Mahler comes up with some answers. How about this for a closing verse? Die shall I in order to live. Rise again, yes, rise again, will you, my heart, in an instant. That for which you were suffered, to God will it lead you. Those closing words are accompanied by orchestral forces, the likes of which induce heart palpitations in stage managers across the world. The logic is, if you're going to end big, make sure it looks good. And every single performance I've seen on video or whatever, you see these conductors, Ricardo Chailly or Haitink or whatever, and they're like this. Ba, 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 ba. It's an incredible piece to play. It's a lot of fun to play. It's long, but yeah. So that's Mahler. So I performed it here, and then the first time I performed Mahler's Second Symphony was with the University of Toronto Symphony Orchestra when I was at U of T. We performed Symphony No. 2 with choir, and the conductor was Victor Febrel, and or as we used to call him, Victor Foodbill. So Victor Febrel was conducting, and that was the University of Toronto Symphony Orchestra. And then the next time I performed it was in Amsterdam with I think I performed it with the Radio Philharmonic with Ada Duarte. in the Concertgebouw building. So anyway, day 2. So I hope you enjoyed these small little excerpts from Mahler's Second Symphony. And we will see you next time. And thanks for following me at Finding Wendy and my little mini quarantine concerts. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you.